Hi, this is Tamika with Pastry Pumps and Pie, and I'm back with another video for my Miss Maker March Challenge. The DIY that I will be doing today, I will be doing a shaker bookmark and also a shaker dashboard. So, I did two of them. I wasn't completely happy with the way that they turned out. I really love this unicorn one. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I'm going to be doing another one of these. And then I did the dashboard, but I chose to put confetti. For some reason I thought, oh my gosh, confetti would be a great idea. And I searched high and low to find confetti in all my Walmarts. Couldn't find just confetti. So I ended up having to literally get a box of, you name it, confetti eggs. Well, lesson learned, boys and girls. When you're dealing with confetti, be very careful. So the first egg I opened only had a little bit of confetti in there. And so I was like, okay, it needs more. But when I opened the other one, it was full of confetti. And even though I kept trying to take more and more of it out, it didn't quite come out. I mean, it's still cute, but the confetti was just a bit much. So this one that I'm going to make for you guys today will not have the confetti in it at all. So bookmark, dashboard, and I will tell you all the things that you're going to need to make each of these. So first off, for the unicorn one, I'm not an artist, so I'm using a template that I saw online. I will link that below in case you want to use it as well. It did have it printed in color, but I wanted to color it my own way, so I printed it in black and white. For the spring dashboard, shaker dashboard, I'm using these window decorations that actually came from the Dollar Tree. This bunny was too cute, and I'm considering it more of a spring decoration than actually an Easter decoration. So I will be using these. Because I am going to color this my own way, I do have some markers that I'm going to use to color that. In the original one that I made, I also put glitter around the horn and the ears. That was a hot mess. If y'all could see my craft space right now, I have a glitter and confetti all over the floor. So I will not be using glitter again this time around on this one. All right. So in addition to these things, you're going to need some cardstock. You're going to need some sheet protectors. And then you're going to need some laminating sheets. You will need a paper cutter or scissors if you're good with scissors. You'll still need scissors as well to cut out your template if you're using it. You're going to need some washi tape. And I also have the items that I'm going to put in my shaker. So you could put several different things. You can put glitter, you could put sequins, you could put the confetti like this. These I got at the Dollar Tree. Both some silver and some gold ones. And then this pack I got at Walmart, and I think I only paid like $2 for this. And it's glitter shakers. And I use these in the unicorn one. I know now, like I said, less is better. So you got to be very careful when you measure this stuff. You don't want it to be too much in your shakers. All right, so I think that's everything that you're going to need. So we're going to start, and I put my craft mat down because, like I said, it was very messy the last time, and I just don't want to make such a mess this time around. So I'm going to use my mat. That way I can easily catch any glitter or anything like that. And I'm going to start by coloring in my template. Okay, so what I did is where you see the darker colors already there, I'm going to do purple. And then once I'm done, I'm going to outline this in black. And I wanted it to be colorful, of course, because when you think of unicorns and you think of spring, you think of things being nice and colorful. And I'm going to try to color it in the best that I can. Like I said, I did use glitter before all around the outside of the horn and on the outside of the ears, but oh no, no glitter today. I don't even know why I thought to use glitter. I really cannot stand to work with glitter. I used to hate when we would do glitter crafts with the kids at church. It would just drive me crazy. And I'd be like, why are we using glitter with children? Glitter and children don't mix. So no glitter this time around. So I chose to pick purple, pink, and like a teal turquoise color. Okay, so I'm going to go in now with the pink. And I'm going to put the pink here. And it's going to look a little different than the other one that I made because I want to make a few changes. And then I'm going to go in with this teal color here. And there's one more thing that I just thought about that you're going to need. And that is eyelashes. And I think I got those from my tiny sticker book. Yes, so I need to pull my tiny sticker book out because I'm going to need those lashes. Because I thought about it, I was like, hey, I already have plenty of lash stickers. I could just use those for the lashes. So I will pull those in a second. Now, the last time I did purple inside the ears, but I think I'm going to use this teal blue instead. And so what I did was I kind of drew like a line there. And by the time I cut this out, it's not going to be that big of a deal anyways. Now, originally I had only planned to do the spring shaker dashboard. Last week, I could not sleep one night because I dreamt about this unicorn shaker bookmark. Like, I literally could not sleep. It was like I was being told, you have to make this. Like, I could visualize it exactly how I wanted it and everything. And it did come out pretty much the way that I wanted, except, you know, there was a little bit too much of the confetti going on for me. So, but otherwise, it did come out the way I had envisioned it in my dream. And so, originally I was going to make just the one dashboard. So, you guys, because of my dream, got a bonus DIY, a dashboard, and a bookmark. So, yes, my bookmark is going to be a pretty wide, but that's because I wanted to make sure I got everything on there the way I wanted it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut all of these out. Wait a minute. I want to outline this in black first. So instead of outlining it in glitter this time, just outline it in black. Okay, so now that all of that's colored in, I'm going to go ahead and cut everything out. Okay, so we've got all of that cut out, and now I'm going to take one of my pieces of cardstock and I'm going to cut it down to size for the bookmark. So I am going to do this bookmark a 5 by 9.5. So let me measure it first, because I know I measured it pretty well when I did it the first time, but my dashboard, I did end up having that a little too, what am I trying to say? Too tall. Yes. And I had to cut it down, the last time for the dashboard. So 5 by 9.5. So 9.5 tall. Why don't I remember it being that tall? But I guess it was. 9.5. And then 5. All right, so we're going to go ahead and cut that. As you can see, I have confetti like everywhere. Like it was like sticking to my cutter the other day and I couldn't get it off. It was just insane. Absolutely insane how I had confetti and glitter everywhere. Okay. So here's, I'm gonna erase the pencil marks there. All right. So this is going to be, and don't throw away your scraps. I never do. You can always use those for something else. So let me just make sure this is like the right sizing that I wanted. Okay, yes, that's good. So now I'm going to paste my horn and my ears. And I just want to try and see how I want to place them first. Okay, so that's good placement there. So I'm going to use this scratch paper to do my pasting so I don't get glue all over my cutting mat. So I'm just using a regular Elmer's glue stick for this. I don't know if I mentioned that in the beginning, but you will need a glue stick. Okay, so that's good. And then the ears. Now you probably see glitter because I got glitter, like I said, everywhere. So yes, there's a lot of glitter even on my glue stick from the other day. Thank God I test these things, of course, before I show them to you because that's important, right? That's important. All right, so there we have that. Now I do need to pull my tiny sticker book, like I said, to get those eyelashes. And let me do that now. So I've got my tiny sticker book, and in there is a page. There we go, with some lashes. So what I had to do, I'm going to use my tweezers, was I had to take 2 of them. Well, let me rephrase that. I took them, I cut them in half like this, okay? And then I kind of overlap them to make the lashes longer. Okay, so that's how I did that. And then put the lashes down. And then I'm going to do the same with this one. Cut it in half. Oops. Overlap them. So that the lashes are longer. I don't like how that one overlapped. Let me see if I can't pull this apart. I don't know. Might be hard to do. Okay, there we go. So let's try this again. Okay, that's not that. So we'll put that down. All right, and then I wanted to have like some little rosy cheeks. And at first I was like, well, how am I going to do that? You know, I do have that new circle cutter that I just bought, but then I didn't want to deal with that. So I'm going to tell you how I did this. I took some washi, took this one, and I used a pencil, and I just made a circle. And then I used the pink marker, colored it in, and then once it dries, I'll go back and erase the pencil marking on there. So that's how I did my rosy cheeks. I'm telling you, when you're crafting, sometimes you just have to be innovative. And believe me, almost always we have something that we can use to get done what we're trying to get done. So I didn't have to pull out my new circle cutter. Just used a roll of washi tape as a template is what I did. So I'm going to let that dry a little bit, and then I will erase those markings. So while that's drying, we're going to make our measurement for our dashboard. So the dashboard, I didn't want it as big as the pages, actually. I wanted it a little shorter than the page length, because actually I had it too tall at first. So this one is going to measure 6 3/4 by 8 3/4. So, and let me make sure that this is the size that I want as well. Okay. Yep. It's a little less in width and height than I actually have the other one. That's good. So now that I have this, I'm going to go ahead and put my stickers down. So, like I said, this sticker sheet came from the Dollar Tree. This is actually window stickers and not just regular stickers, but I thought they were so cute, and that's why I got them. But I was very hesitant because I'm like, oh, there's a bunny and I don't do Easter. But I'm like, well, it is spring, and I'm just going to make the exception this time because it is spring and they're just too cute. So I'm going to put the bunny down first. And these kind of have like a foil looking backing to them, which is something I've never really seen before, I don't think. So let's put our bunny down. And then I'm going to put this flower. And then I use the butterflies too. I didn't use the chicken, but I did use the butterflies. So there's just not room for the chicken, although he's adorable as well. There just wasn't enough room for him. All right, so those are down. All right, and now I'm going to go and erase the pencil from where I did the cheeks. And I mean, you won't be able to see it that much with the stuff that will be in the shaker, but I still wanted to erase it. Alrighty. So the next thing that we need to do is measure our sheet protectors, because everything's going to go in the sheet protector, and then the sheet protectors are going to go in the laminating sheets. Now, what I decided to do was make the sheet protectors a little bit wider and longer than these actually are. So the measurements are going to be just a little bit
wider and longer. So let me see, I'm going to use this ruler. So I want, so I'm just going to do 7 by 9 then for the dashboard. Okay, so I'm going to cut this. Okay, so we have a sheet protector for the bookmark. So we're going to put it in. Now it's a little hard to see, but you want to have some space at the top because that's where you're going to cut it open so that you can fill in all of your sequins or whatever you're going to put in there. And so we're going to put this on top. Now this gets tricky because it will tend to move on you, and I didn't want to put like washi or anything under there because then you'll see it, but it's just something you're going to have to play around with to get it exactly how you want it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut down my sheet protector for the bookmark as well and get both of these inside of the laminating sheets. Okay, so both of these are prepped. They're cut and put in the sheet protector, put inside the laminating sheets. And if you notice with the rabbit here, I've left some space here so that I can punch on the side of here. So I've made a little marking so when it comes out of the laminator, I know where to cut along there so that I can punch. So I'm going to laminate them and then we'll come back and we'll open them and fill them up. So we have everything laminated and I cut across the top of this one, but this one, because it shifted and I had to cut it closer, it's not adhered here. So I'm going to have to tape this. So I'm going to use first some regular Scotch tape. So we're going to use regular tape first. And I'm going to tape along the side here. I'm going to get all that air out of there because that was one thing I didn't like about my other one, is that there was a lot of air in it. And I'll have to put a little bit more here. Okay, so now I have the tops open, so I can start filling these in with my items. So for the unicorn, I'm going to use these 3 colors, and I'm going to put these gold ones in there as well. So I learned from the last time, don't put too much. And these are very light little glitter shakes. So the last time I took the top off, but I'm going to try my best not to make a mess like I did before. That's why I put down my mat this time. If I can pop that off. Okay, so I'm going to pour some of that in there of each color. So that's the pink one. And I noticed that these are so light and like feathery that they will tend to kind of stick to the clear plastic as opposed to really shaking around, but it does add to the whole of the shaker. And then I'm going to add some of these gold confetti stars. And you want to just do a little bit at a time, and then you can gradually add more things as you see fit. But believe me, after the mess I made the other day, you don't want to put too much too fast. And so just kind of get an idea if it's looking the way you want it to look. I think that's good. I don't think I need anything more there. So to seal these off, you have to tape along the top. Okay. Make sure you get as much of the air out as possible. And it's best if you can get it to tape to itself a little bit. And that helps seal it. So make sure you get all the air out that you can. Okay. Now I'm going to cover this with more washi tape, and I'm going to use this teal color here. And that's just to kind of cover the seal. So I'm going to put washi on both sides. Now somebody's playing their music really loud, so that's either one of my brothers that has come here or one of my neighbors, but it's loud. And then you can trim off the excess washi. All right, and so there's our unicorn shaker. How cute is that? And some of them are going to stick maybe to that tape that I had to add to the side. That's okay. So this one is not as much as the other one. So let's compare them so you can see the difference. This, I had a lot more in there. This one, not as much. And I think I really like this one better. So there's our bookmark. Okay, now let's deal with our rabbit. So for the rabbit, smooth those out of the way. I am only going to put the silver stars in here. Why? Because the rabbit and everything is so cute that I don't want to take away from that. So let me try and get this back open. Yeah, that's one of my brothers coming in. And so we're just going to put the silver stars. That way these cute stickers can shine through. So let me see how I'm going to put some in. that looks so much better than all of that confetti on the other one. I tell you, it makes a big difference. So if you want to make these like double-sided, you can. You could put stickers on the back side of these. That way it's, you know, decorative all around. Or you can just do one side like I did here. And I think I'm going to leave it like that. Yeah, because I just want that bunny to shine through. So I'm going to grab some more tape to seal it off. And I'm going to do the same thing that I did on the other one. And I don't think that is going to be long enough. So let me extend it a little bit more. And then I'm going to put that down, turn it over, seal it, and then we're going to go back and put the washi tape over it too. So there we go with the washi, and I chose the yellow for this because it's spring and the yellow goes perfect. So yeah, I do have a little flyaway confettis that went to the back side, but that is okay with me. I'm trying to line up the two washi tapes so that it's even there. So once again, trim off the excess on each side. And then I'm going to get my Happy Planner punch and punch it. If you don't have a Happy Planner punch, you can just use a 1-hole punch as well. So I'm going to put it in there, and I don't want to punch the washi, so I want to make sure I only punch it outside of that. And because it's laminated, it does take some elbow grease to get that in there right. And there you have it. There's your shaker. Isn't it adorable? So there's my shaker dashboard. Here's my shaker bookmark. And let's get our planner and show you how everything looks inside of the planner. So we're going to go to this week, which is the week of spring. There's my little cookie spread if you haven't seen that already. Alrighty. So I'm going to put the dashboard in. And isn't that cute? And then I'm going to go and use this to mark my social media planner for the week. And let's go over here. And although I have a bookmark there, I can put this in there as well. Okay. And there you have it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed these 2 DIY projects for the Miss Maker March Challenge. If you guys are out there joining me in this challenge, don't forget to post your videos or post your photos on Instagram and use the hashtag Miss Maker March Challenge. So you guys know what to do. Be sure to slay, subscribe, like, and accept the alerts, and I will catch you all in my next video. Bye-bye.